welcome to the complete Intro to React v5. I'm stoked to be back here teaching this again. This is my favorite course. I'll probably repeat that like 17 times a day. It's prophetic. So the complete Intro to React, this is going to go over the entirety of like how to write React, and we go over all the latest features, which is going to be things like hooks, and it's going to be all the new funness that's come with that, as well as context and portals and all sorts of really cool stuff, and updating some of those things from the version 4 of this course, as well as it's going to be going over as like some of the other APIs like classes and life cycles and things like that. So you got to handle all that kind of stuff. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to head to this bit.ly, so bit.ly/reactv5, and you should land on this page here. Just so you know, like these are my course notes. This is what we're going to be going over. So like I have another like surface right here that's all I have up here. So if you fall behind or you need to like come up to date or anything like that, you can just read this as well. Okay. So you do not have to have taken the previous versions of this course to watch v5, right? This is actually it's v5 in the sense that it's the 5th iteration, so you start from 0. You don't have to watch any of the other ones to get here. That being said, v3 actually is still useful if you need to talk about Webpack, if you need to talk about React Router, or any of those things. Everything in v3 is still very much up to date. So that's out there if you need some of those things as well. This is meant to be mostly modular, right? So that you can kind of skip from lesson to lesson, but the way that you have to do that is moving between git commits. So if I go to github.com/btholt/the complete intro, sorry, not the, /complete intro to React v5. There's a link to it as well in the course notes. Repo. The repo is here, right there. So if you go to this page and you scroll down to where it says the repo is here and you click on that, it will take you to here, which is the repo for the course. And inside of here you can click on the commits and you can see all of the commits for this project, right? So each section of this course moves forward in one commit. So you can see, if you click on one of these, you can see what's been added, right? Or if you click on one of these, you can see that this got deleted or this got updated or something like that. So this will actually be really helpful to show you the diffs between each part of the course if you need to walk through that as well. If you want to start in the middle of one of these, you can actually just say, I want to start with use state and custom hooks and things like that. There's actually a program out here called Source Tree that I'm going to suggest that you get. So you can get that at sourcetreeapp.com. I already have it installed. Then if you clone the repo and point source tree to it, no, why would I update this skip version? Just kidding, update all of your things. But, so you can see here, I have this open here in source tree. So if I want to go back to this commit in time, I can actually just say, right click on here and say, check out. It's going to say, are you sure you want to do this, right? So first of all, this will blow away any changes that you have made, so be careful of that, right? But I'm going to say OK, and this will actually move me back to that commit, right? So now my repo will be in that state, and I can keep going forward, right? But if I want to move forward again, I can just say, I want to go to where we add React Router. You can see all the diffs down here as well. I can just right-click on this and say check out. And now we'll be up here. And then ultimately, the last commit in here that you're interested in is add theme context. That's the end of this course. So that's like what the state that the master branch is in right now. All of these other branches are for intermediate React, which you can also watch that later after you're done with this course. So that's really helpful as well. Let's see. Going back to the page here. You also see these, branches, things. Those will tell you where there are commit points, right? But I'll be very forthcoming in calling out, like, this is the commit that you need to go forward. I'll tell you which commit message you want to go forward to. So source tree is really great. If you know how to use Git on the command line, you can also use that. You can also use GitHub Desktop. I just showed you source tree because I think that's the easiest one to start using. I'd also suggest Git in Depth, which is a course from Nina Zakharenko on Front-End Masters. It's a fantastic course that you should take that will teach you everything that you need to know about Git. Where to file issues. This course is obviously going to have some mistakes, and it's going to have spelling errors and things like that. If you could open a pull request or file an issue, that would be super helpful as well. This lovely forehead is mine. Who am I? So my name is Brian Holt. I am a senior program manager at Microsoft. I work on JavaScript on Azure and Visual Studio Code. But for the most part, my job is to make Azure a place that you want to deploy your Node.js code. I'm frequently here on Front-End Masters. I love it here. I'll never teach on probably any other platform again. And I'm really grateful for them to keep inviting me back and for everything they do for that. I'm also sometimes on Front-End Happy Hour, which is a podcast where it's descriptive, right? We get drunk and we talk about JavaScript. Previously, I was a staff engineer at LinkedIn. I've been a senior engineer at Netflix and Reddit. I also worked at these smaller Salt Lake City-based companies, Needle and KSL and Newskin. I'm also on the board of Vets Who Code, which I think is a fantastic organization worth your time and donations. And I also co-founded with another front-end master, Sarah Drasner, a conference called Concatenate, which is the biggest JavaScript conference that we know of in Africa. Just some more about me. I live in Seattle with my wife and my dog. As you'll see throughout this course, I absolutely love dogs. I have a little Havanese and she's adorable. And I love to travel. I've been to like 40 or 50 countries at this point. I took 97 flights last year. That's an interesting fact. Flew almost 300,000 miles. I will never do that again. And please catch up with me on Twitter, Instagram, GitHub, LinkedIn. If you add me on LinkedIn, I'll definitely add you back, so no worries there. Why was this course created? I just want to give a huge shout out to the crew here at Front-End Masters. They've been amazing to work with, and one of my favorite things about that is that this course is actually open source. So this website that you're looking at here, please share it with everyone. I love that they allow me to come in and do these courses and have these trainings and pay me to do it, and at the same time allow me to open source these so that they're available to everyone. I think the videos are great. That's why I put a lot of time into these, and that's why I think we can charge for them, but I think that knowledge should be freely shared. And I'm really grateful that Front-End Masters encourages me to do these kind of things. And last thing here, if you want to start the repo on GitHub, that would be great. It strokes my ego, and that's the important part. Just kidding. It does help it kind of get farther reach, which is always a good thing as well. And with that, yeah, we'll start getting into learning some React.